Hi everyone, welcome back to my craft room. If you're new to my craft room, then welcome. Today I'm going to be working on this sign that I want to make with these wall stickers. They're just called wall creations. I picked this up at Dollar Tree. This one says, "This is us, our story, our home, our love." And as I'm trying to get my craft room straightened up, put away, I actually found this and forgot what I was even going to do with it. So, I mean, you can use these. You can just stick these right on your wall if you want to. I prefer to make little signs out of them. That way I can just move them around or take them down when I don't want it anymore, you know, if you don't want it stuck on your wall. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to reuse these Christmas signs that I had. I'm going to use 3 of these. Now what I did with these is I sanded off all the glitter. They always have these out for all the different holidays, these kind of signs. These are, what, 6" by 6" signs. And then it has like a, I don't know, like a 3/4 inch inside. So you could hang this, you could stand this on a shelf. I think I want to try standing it. But what you're going to need to do is sand off that glitter. So I actually found my sanding block while I was getting things cleaned up in here, which, yay. But I'm going to use like probably just a regular piece of sandpaper to get the rest of this one off. It doesn't take too much. I just hold it over a garbage can and do it. I'm not going to do it on camera because it makes a horrible, horrible noise. But if you don't have these, you could also use one of these signs. They always have these signs here out for all different holidays and things. And you could either do it right over the front of this, or you could do it on the back of it. And I would, you know, for this sign, I would take these out here and glue them on the back to hang it up if you wanted to hang this. But these work great too, and these are 19" by 6" little wall signs. But you guys know they always have these at Dollar Tree. So if you don't have these little boxes, boxes anywhere, you can use that. It really doesn't make much difference. And then for the background of this, I'm going to use some of this. This is called the Main Street Wall Creations wallpaper that you can stick on here. I'm not sure how good it's going to stick. I may have to add some glue to it, but I'm going to cut this down and use this as my background. And then I'm also going to put a border on this, and I'm going to use, actually I'm going to use my favorite one that I get at Michael's. You can get this in the ribbon department. And this is 5/16 of an inch. You get 3 yards on here. I love this stuff. It's just such a pretty braided jute. But if you don't want to use that, Dollar Tree usually has all these different kinds too that you could use, which would be just fine too. But I'm going to use that, my favorite one from Michael's. So let me finish. I'm going to sand this thing off here. Actually, I'm going to take off this string, and I'm going to actually have these holes on the bottom so you're not ever going to see them. But sometimes you're lucky and these paper things come off. These are glued on really, really good, so I'm just going to sand these down, and I roughed all this stuff up to get some of the shine off of it so it'll stick better. And as soon as I get that sanded off, we'll come back and glue it together. Alright, I have these all sanded off now, and I'm just going to hot glue these together. This is like that MDF stuff, so it should hold just fine with just some hot glue. So I'm going to run something down here. I don't want any of it to leak up through the top because that'll make it a pain to get your image on, but I think this will hold together just fine with hot glue. Just want to make sure it's nice and even. There we go. Mainly the bottom I want nice and even. So that worked out good. And then I'm just going to put some on this one here, and I've got my holes, so they're going to be down towards the bottom of this. I think that should be just fine. So now for the edges of this, I'm just going to paint that in this, hang on, let me get this, make sure this is together nice and even here. Alright, that should be fine. I'm going to use this Parisian gray. This is Home Decor chalk paint. It's just a light gray, whatever color you prefer. It really doesn't make any difference, you know, it's personal preference. But let me see if I can get some of this out of here. I need to get some more of this. I use this a lot. Come on. But I'm sure I have, it's making a lovely sound, isn't it? I'm sure I have plenty of this just for this project. But that is one of my favorite grays. Alright, get that off my hands. Alright, so now I just need myself a brush, and I'm just going to go around all these edges. So hopefully that's glued together. So yeah, see, that'll stand up really nice when it's all said and done here. So all I'm going to do is just give this a coat, probably just one. It's not going to take much to do this. If you get some on the front, it really doesn't matter because we're going to cover all that up. And if you wanted to do the back, you could go ahead and do the back too. I'm not going to bother doing it because, you know, it's just going to be either on a wall or up against a wall, so I'm not going to see the back of it. But, you know, if you were making this for like a gift or something, you'd want to go ahead and paint the whole thing. But that is all I'm going to do. I'm just going to go around the rest of the edges here. I'll get that all painted up, and then we'll come back and we'll put on our background paper. Whoops. Alright, these are all nice and dry. Got all the sides there painted with a coat of that gray. So now I'm just going to take this wallpaper stuff here, and you're going to need 2 sheets of this because it's just not quite wide enough, because you're going to need to put another strip down here. If you use these boxes, if you're using something else, it might just fit just fine. But for this, I'm going to need 2. And I already cut my little piece off for the end. So all I did for that was just fit it on here nice, and then just crease it. So make a nice crease in there so you can see it, and then just cut that out. I just took a pair of scissors, and we're just going to cut that out. And if it's not perfect, it's really not going to matter because I'm going to put that border on there. So if I happen to get off my line here, it'll cover that up. This doesn't quite fit in my little cutter that I cut paper with, so here I'll just cut it out with some scissors. And I went off my line a little bit already. Alright, so there we go. And there goes that fire. I swear every time I do a video that fire alarm goes off down the street for something or another. There's always something going on, either accident or fire or something. Those guys are busy. Alright, so that's good there, and then I have this little piece here that I cut off that'll match up on this end. So let's see how good this is going to stick, whether I'm going to have to glue any of this down or if it's going to stick good on here. I don't know. Alright, so I want my narrow side up, and hopefully this will do the trick. And this stuff goes on really nice. Well, I think that is going to stick just fine. So there we go. We have that piece on there. And then I need my little piece for the end here. Let me get the backing off of here. Come on. Oh, I'll get it. There we go. Come on, fingers. Get that off of there. Oh, I can't get a hold of the back of this thing. Trying to bend it and pull it off. There we go. Now I got it. Alright, so let's see. And I made a dent in it. So this is going to match up here. Yeah, this stuff sticks better than I thought it was going to be, because it says it's removable, so I kind of thought maybe it won't have enough grip to it for this, but it seems pretty good. I don't know if any of you guys have tried this like on the wall or anything, but there we go. So, and you know, it looks like a wood plank, so, you know, they have these splits in here, so I figured that'll work out just fine down there. Or you could match it up so your lines are in the middle more if you wanted to. But that's okay. It is. So now I'm going to put my border on here. And for this, I have to glue these ends together because it kind of, as you can see, it unravels a little bit. So I'm just going to take a little bit of glue. I need to get my little finger protectors out here. A little bit of hot glue. And I'm just going to put a little bit, let me get my finger protectors on here so I don't burn myself. Just on the edge of this, just to hold this together. I don't want it to unravel on me any further. And that way I can cut it off nice and square at the bottom here to go across. There. So actually I'm going to start down here, and then I'll just glue half of this on. I'll do the other half off camera because, you know, it's going to take me a little bit here. But I am just going to hot glue this right on here. Maybe I will use my finger protector to push that down. Try to get it right along the edge. I don't want it to stick down because I want this one, I think I want this one to stand up. I don't know. I'm going to see what it looks like hanging. I may do it either way. I guess it doesn't really matter. I love how pretty. Isn't that pretty? I love this stuff. I have to get some more next time I go to Michael's because I love using this, especially on a lot of fall projects and things. It looks really nice. So I'm going to go right to about there and then cut this off so I can glue my end. So let's see, we'll cut that off right here. There we go. Actually, I'm going to just try to glue this end down. Maybe I can get all these ends in the glue. I'm not the best way to see what I'm doing here. There we go. Let's put a little extra there on the end, and maybe I can just squish that all right in there. Oh, that worked out. Alright. There. And then I'm just going to go up the sides with this stuff. Let me glue this in though to get started. There. I can just cut that off so it's nice and straight. There. And then I'm just going to start down here. Oops, you guys can't even see what I'm saying. Sorry. This thing's a lot bigger. And I didn't realize that that part was off camera. But anyway, I'm going to start down here where I started the other end, and then I'm just going to take this up. Actually, I should probably put the one across the top first, huh? That would make more sense. And then I can fit those two in between. Alright, so that's what we're going to do. We're just going to go down this side and then up the sides with a couple little pieces. There we go. Not quite to the end. Yeah, I'm really liking this wallpaper stuff. I'm going to have to pick up some more of this from Dollar Tree. I think this will make great backgrounds on a lot of different projects, so I think I'm going to pick up a few more of those. Alright, I'm going to do the same thing here. Put a big glob of glue at the end and get that end all squished in there so it doesn't unravel. There. I think that looks nice already. I figured this would just kind of frame it in just a little bit instead of just, you know, looking like a piece of board. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I like this. It doesn't look very even over here. Alright, so now I'm just going to glue this end here, and we're going to stick that right up against here. So that should hold those ends together nice. This right down the side, and I'll go ahead and I'll finish the other side there, save a little time here for you guys, and yeah, just going to do it the same way I'm doing this one. And I need to cut this off, hopefully to get this nice and even. Hang on, I got to climb kind of right in here. There we go. Just glue that down here. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to go down and glue this other one here, and then we're going to get ready and we can put on our little saying. And whoops, I just moved that out of place. Alright, so let me finish up this side real quick so we can get this project done. Alright, I got all that on there now, and I made a mark down the center. I don't remember what it was now. I think it was 8 inches. I think this was 16 inches. Let me measure this again here real quick, guys. Now this was 18 inches, so I did a line down the middle at 9 inches, and I just made a line with pencil. That'll come right off, you know, with your little eraser, just so I kind of know where I'm going with this. And then I went ahead and I cut this out really close to this, because all these words come out individually. You don't have any of this background on there. So I'm going to have to go like right about in here with this one I'm going to start with, I think. So let's see how this is going to go here. We're going to start with our is. And I think that needs to go right about on that, whoops, don't go on there yet. Right about on that line. I think that will work. Alright, let me get that little pencil mark out from under there before I glue that down. There we go. So I think that will work. And then I'm going to leave that line here because for my words that I'm going to put down here on the bottom. There we go. But that comes right off. Alright, so we have that on there, and then we're going to put our this on there. But I love these because they don't have a big background to them or anything, so it comes off really nice. I think that's pretty straight. There we go. And now I need our us. I didn't measure this, I'm just kind of eyeballing it here. Hopefully I'm close. Oops, I don't have that flat at all. There we go. There. Not bad. It's maybe a little bit farther over this way, but not too bad. I really love these wall stickers. Sure I don't have any bubbles in there. And let's see, I think we need to start probably about where that H is. I think that'll be good. Alright. And these all come off individually too, which is pretty cool. Well, actually, no, they don't. These are kind of glued together. Well, that even makes it easier for me then. I thought these came... Well, you could cut them apart if you wanted to. You could actually cut all this stuff out and do it separately. But that works out even better. I don't have to worry about measuring it exactly. Yeah, I think if I go right on that H, that will be good. Let's just take a gander here before I go ahead and do it. So we're about 1.25 inches there. And not too bad. Maybe over just a hair. So yeah, maybe this side of the H needs to go on my line that I have here. And then I need to get rid of the rest of that line. Alright, let's see how this is going to work here. Maybe I don't want to peel all of it off yet. Let's see. Yes, but I'm going to have to get most of that line out of here. There we go. And I think that will be good. Straight, guys? I don't know. I'll have to stand back from it here. Ah! Not bad. Alright, I really, really like this sign. It's a nice big sign. And if you wanted to add some more embellishment to it, you could, you know, put maybe some jute bows or something on it, or flowers, or whatever you'd want to do. But I'm just going to leave mine plain like this. And I figured this would look nice out with like some family pictures or whatever. So that is that, and that is how... Let me get up here so I can see what I'm saying. You know, there you can see the whole thing. That is how that will look. What do I have underneath here? I have a big blob of glue here. But anyway, that's what that'll look like standing up if you don't have a big glob of glue underneath it. Let me go back here. There we go. And yeah, that'll stand up nice. And yeah. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to hang it up the wall. I will put a picture on here at the end. But I love this. It's just very simple, very clean looking. And, you know, a little rustic, I guess, or whatever, but I love it. So, that is it for this time, guys. I will see you all next time. Everybody have a wonderful day.